Hello everyone, I am Gabriella from Mindful Movement with Gabriella, and I'm back to take you through another workout today. Today's focus is all about stability, strength, power and flow. At the moment, I don't know when you're watching this, but the Winter Olympics is on, so I've just been really inspired by them. We're going to do a bit of standing work that's sort of reformer inspired, some things called ice skaters, hence the Winter Olympic theme, but still just a full body flow. All we're going to need for this is a ball and a mat. If you don't have a ball, don't worry, we're only using it for about 2 exercises, so that is absolutely fine if you don't have that. As always with me in these classes, a little bit of a mixture of our Pilates and our bar moves. So grab whatever you need and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so we're going to start at the top of our mat today. You can close your eyes and then we're just going to start to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth, focusing on our big full 3-dimensional breath, so our belly moves forward. Our ribs expand to the side, and then we breathe into our ribs at the back of our body. So always thinking about this big full 3-dimensional breath. And you can just do a little scan of your body. You can start at your toes and just work your way up through your ankles, your shins, your calves, your knees, your thighs, hamstrings, your bum, your pelvis. Moving up through your belly, your chest, into your throat, your mouth, your nose, your ears, and your head. And then just see how you feel today. We're not having to change anything. Just see how the body is feeling. And as always, we're going to move in a way that feels really good. You're going to take one more big inhale. And then you can keep your eyes shut if that feels nice, and then just start to roll your head through the center from side to side. One more to each side. And then hold your head in the center. You can open your eyes. We're going to extend one arm up to the sky, one arm back. So keeping our ribs hugged in, because it's really easy to flare them. And what I mean by that, obviously I'm exaggerating, is that we do this. So we want to try and keep body really still. See if you can create a little bit of resistance with your hands as you push them back each time. So you're opening up into our shoulders. Also working a lot with endurance today. We're going to see if we can go both arms up and then both arms pushing back. So a little bit of chest expansion at the front of your body. And lift. And push. We're going to go for 2 more. One last one. When your hands are down by your side, take your chin to your chest and rolling ourselves down. So keep the weight forward into your toes. When we get to the bottom, we might need to have a little bend in our legs today if we need to get our hands on the floor. We're going to step it out into our Pilates V, so heels together, toes out, and just find that stillness. See if we can push the back of our ribs, back of our pelvis up, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Come back into a neutral position. Send your hips up to the sky. You can start to walk it out, so stretching back of your legs. Then you're going to walk your hands or your feet to meet your hands, rolling yourself up. Head comes up last. We're going to go for 2 more, moving a little bit faster now. Chin to our chest, we go down. Bending in your legs if we need to take our hands down. Heels together, toes out. Find that push into the back of your ribs, the back of your pelvis. Middle finger stays forward. If you want to progress it, just extend one leg away and down. So we're not lifting it up just yet. I want you to think about your toes reaching to the back. We're going to do one last one. Then bring it through the neutral position. Hips go up to the sky and walk your feet back into your hands and roll yourself up. One last one, chin to our chest, roll down. Step it back into your Pilates V with your feet. Now we're going to extend long and then kick up and lower. Can we get that push into the back and lower? Can we do 3 to our right? 3, 2, 1, and then send it over to the other side. Each time thinking like your foot is being pulled away from you. One last one. Find your Pilates V, find the stillness. Back through your parallel position, hips go up to the sky. Walk your feet all the way up. Bending your legs if you need to, rolling yourself up, back of your legs, and then head comes up last. We're gonna squat ourselves down into a narrow squat. Right leg is gonna step back, in, and we come up. So palms face each other. Let's be really intentional with what our hands are doing. This is gonna be all about driving into our left leg. So this is a little bit of reformer inspired. We can imagine we're pushing the carriage back. If anyone does reformer, staying low in our legs and just starting to build the heat. What you're gonna find as well is that our shoulders really fire on in this. And can you think about your center being lifted up and in? So we don't have an arch in our lower back. Palms face, we tap. And in, and lift, little squeeze down. Remember, you take this at your own speed. So if you need to slow it down, that is absolutely fine. And in. So starting to build a little bit more heat maybe now. So really working on the endurance. And lift. We're going to do 2 more. One last one. Then we're going to hold it down and step back and in. Each time, can we see if we can be really light on our right foot that is stepping back? So we stay low in our left leg, maybe starting to feel this leg, this glute fire on. And back and in. Arms are reaching forward. Just realized I'm facing the wrong way to do this because I'm going to turn around. We're going to do 2 more. On our second one, can we hold it back? Hover your foot an inch off the floor. We're only hovering it so we can go deeper into our left leg each time. So a lot for our supporting foot as well. Let's go for 3, 2, 1 last one. Hold it there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop your back foot down and then open to the side and step it in. We're now going to squat down. Right foot steps out to the side, in, and we come up. So we drop, step, in, and up. So can we try and keep it light into the foot that's stepping out to the side? So really loading up into our supporting leg, left leg, and up. Maybe starting to feel your shoulders now. Try and keep a long line from your head down to your tailbone. And up. So these are the ones that I was saying at the beginning are called, or did I just say this? I might be repeating myself, I'm going mad. But they're called ice skaters. So as I was saying, a little bit Winter Olympics inspired. And up. One last one. Then we're going to hold it down and tap out and in and tap and in. Whew. Starting to feel our left leg, our left glute, maybe our shoulders as well. Can we go for 3 more? Can we stay low? 2. 1 last one, hold it out, lift it up. Tiny little dips into our left leg. Just at the bottom range for 3, 2, 1 last one, pop your foot down and step it in. We're going to hold it here. Palms are going to face forward. You're going to send one arm back. I'll show you side on. And then switch. So like we did our arms in the warm-up or in our little prep, we're going to do the same arms. And it's just staying low in our legs, low in this squat. So chest stays up. If this feels okay, can we do both arms forward and both arms back? And forward, staying low. So building the endurance into our legs. 2 more. One last one. Then we're going to hold our arms back. Tiny little lifts up here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Can you turn to face the front of your mat? Holding it there. Now take your hands down to the floor, step it back into your plank position. Now we're going to come into our push-ups. So pull yourself forward. We're going to do 3 push-ups. 2, 1 last one. Curve your back. And then walk your feet in to meet your hands. Roll yourself up. And then we drop down. Left leg goes back and in. And we drive up. We go down. Left leg and up. I'm just changing so you can see me when I switch. And up. And I can look at Iggy. So now it's all about the right leg, even though it's the left leg that's tapping back. And squeeze. If at any point it starts to feel just killer on your shoulders, you can always just bring your hands into your chest. And up. So the idea is that we just keep moving the whole time. But take breaks if we need to. Very light on the foot that's tapping back. 2 more. Then we're going to hold it down to start to build a little bit more heat and tap it back and in and back. Center zipped up and in. Light on your foot. Staying low. If, of course, we need to come up at any point, you have that option. Ooh, I'm feeling my shoulders. Let's go for 4 more. 3. 1 last one. Hold it back. Lift it up an inch just so we can dip even deeper into our supporting leg. Of course, if we need to hold on to anything, we have that option. We're going to do 3 more. 2. 1 last one. Back foot taps down. Open it up to the front and we come in. We go down into the narrow squat. We tap out. In and drive it up. Down and tap. And lift. Keep breathing. Find that full breath. Move at a speed that works for you. We'll do 2 more. How are our legs feeling? Okay, 1 last one. Then we'll hold it down and tap out and in only. And out and in. Just little taps. You can pop the soles of your foot down, or it can just be a little tap with your toe. Oh, it's my arms. We'll do 2 more. 1 last one. Then we're going to hold it out. Can we lift it up an inch and dip down into our supporting leg? Oh my goodness, here we go. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and step it in. We're going to hold it in our squat. We're going to send one arm back and switch. I'm just turning side on. So palms are facing down. We're going into the second set with our squat position here. Now both arms drive up and drive back. Can we drop a little bit lower? And back. Two more. One last one. You're gonna hold it back and then just lift it up just at the top range. Can we drop any lower? Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, fold over your legs. Turn to face the front of your mat and then take your hands down, step it back into your push-up position. Pull your body forward and let's push up for 3, 2, 1. Last one, hold it up. We're gonna take our Pilates V. We're gonna do those kicks up with our left leg first for 3, 2, 1, and switch it over and kick it up for 3, 2, 1. Take it back into a parallel position with your feet. Can we shoulder tap, having a moment of stillness? And down, and tap. 2 more. 1 last one, holding it there. Pull your body forward, elbows stay in towards your body, and you lower all the way down. Really nice work. Roll over onto your side. So you're on your left hand side. You're gonna pop your right knee on your ball. Can you make sure that your knee is in line with your hip? Bottom leg is gonna be long. And then you're gonna lift it up and lower down and lift. So really trying to get the outside of your bottom thigh off the floor each time. Sometimes people like to put a little towel underneath their hips in this position, but we're really trying to squeeze up and in from here and squeeze. So we're going to focus a little bit, or I say a little bit, if you've been doing my videos, you know by now, probably quite a lot, on our glutes, on our hips. So we're just going to get a bit of inner thigh on our bottom leg to begin with. Really think about reaching your heel away from you. So I'm reaching mine towards Iggy. And down. We're going to go for 2 more. Then we're going to hold it up and then just pulse it at the top. So tiny lifts, really controlled. This top leg is relaxed on the ball. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. We're going to sweep it forward and then sweep it back. And the idea is we're trying to keep the height on your leg as you sweep it forward and as you sweep it back. Ouchies. Really nice. I also start to feel this in my side body as well, actually, because all of this is working really hard. Some people say they feel it on the inside of the other leg as well. 1 last one. Then we're going to do a little combination. You're going to do 2 lifts up, and then you're going to sweep it forward and back. 2 lifts and sweep. And see if you can really push it. The higher you lift, the more you're going to feel it into your inner thigh. We're really going to try and keep the leg long. 1 last one. And then hold it back. Little lifts to finish. Can we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Hold it at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower it down. Amazing. Pop the ball off to the side. You're going to stack your legs on top of each other so your feet are in line with your bum. And then we're going to lift our top leg up and down. So what I want you to try and think about is this leg, you want to think about being made of concrete, or you've got heavy weight lifting on the outside. So as you lift up, you squeeze, as you lower down, you resist. And I promise you, you get so much more work into your glutes, into your hips here. Everything we want to do, we want to make intentional, we want to make mindful. So squeeze up. Center also, just think about sort of having a little brace through here. So you're wearing like your corset, you're still breathing. I always say this to people, you are breathing. It's not like a sucking in and a horrible hold. It's just a little lift up off the mat here, or the sensation of lifting up. You're not actually lifting up. We're going to start to add an extension. So we lift. extend so your leg goes out in line with your hip, bring it back in and down. So we lift, extend, pull and lower. And again, each movement, can we really think about how we can get any more out of it? Can we reach our toes? Resist as it comes in and then resist as it lowers up. And then it is like, oh my goodness, I'm feeling my bum there. Okay, we're gonna go for 2 more. One last one. And then we're gonna hold it up with a bent leg, just tiny little lifts up. And lift. So you want to think about knee, foot lifting at the same height. You might have done these ones with me before, so like it's a parallel clam, little lifts up and squeeze. Maybe starting to feel this now. Let's go for 4 more. 3, 2, one last one, and then lower it down. You're gonna stay on this side, but prop yourself up onto your forearm and get that sensation of the lift here. Then you're gonna keep your feet together and squeeze your knee open. So continuing to work into the same leg. This is 2 out of 3 exercises we're gonna do into this leg. So by the end, it should feel killer. And again, take breaks if you need to. We wanna try and keep our hips stacked here. Then you get all the work there when you do your external rotation. I'm trying to always think about space between my left ear and my left shoulder, and I'm lifting up with my side. What tends to happen is as we get tired, we start to sink down on that side. If it feels okay, we're gonna start to add an extension. So open it up, extend, then toe to toe and bend it in. And we open, extend, toe to toe, lower down. So squeeze, extend. Your leg might look different to me. You might have more external rotation, so your leg might look higher. You might have less, so it might look lower. That is absolutely fine. We're gonna go for 1 more. Then we're gonna hold it open and we're gonna do little pulses open. So hips stay stacked. Think about pushing your back knee against something each time. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Let's do 3 more. 2, one last one, hold it there. You're gonna take your top arm over your head. Drive your knee in, toe to toe. You're gonna lift yourself up and come down. So that's option number 1 is just to stay here. Option number 2 is to add the side plank. Option number 3 is to add an extension on the side plank. So you lift it up and down. So you have any of those options, just see how you feel. We're not here for ages. You could maybe try a couple in each position and extend. We're gonna go for 2 more. And extend. One last one. And then hold it here. You're gonna come onto all fours. So your right arm is long, left forearm is down. So your right leg is the one continuing to work, lift and lower. Oh my goodness, my glutes were already on fire, and then this is just killing them. So here we go. Again, resist up and resist down. You might be feeling both sides. I always find this killer, especially on the second side. 2 more. One last one, then we're gonna hold it up and squeeze it at the top. So same thing, really small move just at the top range. And lift, pushing into your front arm. So upper body's working, center's lifted up. Can we go for 8 more? 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Coming onto all fours, tuck your toes back into your plank position. We're gonna do our push-ups. Let's go for 3 push-ups. We're gonna do our full push-ups. Send your hips back, walk your hands all the way back to your feet and roll yourself up. So that's our full Pilates push-up. We're gonna go for 2 more, chin to your chest. We roll down. If of course you wanna drop your knees, you can. We go for 3, 2, 1 last one, and send it back. Rolling yourself up. Here we go, one last one. Curve, curve, curve. Arms are heavy. Walk it out. Pull. 3 push-ups. 2. 1 last one. And then pull yourself down. Lower all the way down to the ground. Ooh, and roll over to the other side. I put my belly down a bit too early there. We are gonna rest. Other knee on the ball. Starting with our inner thigh lift and lower. So that transition might be a bit different for you. I just have to switch over because of the camera. So we squeeze up and lower down. And squeeze and lower. So really trying to get the outside of our thigh up off the ground. Keeping your leg long. That little brace with our center. Sensation of almost lifting up off your mat with your side, but you're not actually lifting. Just so our upper body is working. Oh, I feel like that last set of my push-ups were not great. That's why we're here. We're working on it. We're getting better. Just make sure your knee is in line with your hip on the ball or on your cushion or whatever you've got there. This leg may be feeling pretty tight because now this one that we're lifting was the one that did all that work on the other side. We're going to hold it at the top on our next one for tiny little lifts just at the top. Oh my goodness, my leg is killing on this side. Can you lift it any higher and lift it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding the height, we sweep it forward and back. And sweep. Oh, back. We're going to do 3 more. Then we've got the combination in 2. 1 last one, hold it back. We're going to go for 2 lifts up and sweep and back. 2 lifts, sweep, push. We're trying to keep the height. Maybe, as I said, feeling your side quite a bit here. 2 more. 1 last one. Holding at the top. Can we lift it any higher for 5, 4, 3? Of course, we've got to hold in 1. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Oh, I got shaky there. Pop the ball off to the side. Bend your legs in, then we lift in the parallel position and down. So really think squeeze up and resist lower. So squeeze. Foot and knee roughly the same height as they lift and come down. And lift. Are we ready for this other side? We can do it. One side might feel more natural for you, might feel better. Hopefully it doesn't feel worse. It might do though, second side. I always say this to people because the first side, your whole body's just worked. Even though it's your leg moving, your whole body, this side stabilizing you, your center stabilizing you. Let's start to add our extension. So lift it up, extend it long, bend it in and lower down. And lift, extend, bend and in. Can we find that reach, reach, reach away? Resist in, resist the lower. Two more. I don't know if the mic picks it up, but I'm so clicky. And then we're going to hold it up, just tiny little lifts just at the top there. And lift. So can we make them really small? Can we think about lifting from our hips? Think about your leg being really heavy. So lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze. Might be feeling heavy now. Let's go for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, one last one, and lower it down. Prop yourself up on that forearm on the same side. Lift your center up, keeping your feet together, squeeze your knee open. So I always say this, my left leg doesn't come anywhere near as far open as my right. So what I want you to think about is I really have to make sure that I don't cheat and let my hips open to the sky. So what I mean by that, this is me exaggerating, but is that, because then you don't really feel anything at all. You keep your hips stacked on top of each other, and then you squeeze open and down. We create space between our right ear, our right shoulder, lifting up with our right side. And squeeze. Finding my breath as it starts to really ache. Nice. Okay, can we start to add our extensions? So open, extend, toe to toe, and down. Oh my goodness, open, extend, toe to toe, and lower. And down. And just remember, your extension you're only adding if it feels okay, if you feel like you can keep the correct form with your hips, with your body. Two more. One last one. And then we hold it open and we pulse, pull. So remember, squeezing your knee against something. Keep lifting with your side. And squeeze, squeeze. Let's go for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, one last one, hold it open. You're going to extend your top arm. You're going to start driving your knee into your chest and down. So this is option number 1. I'll start with this. Option number 2, you start the same way and then you lift yourself up. That's option number 2. If you want option number 3, you add the extension up. So you've got any of those levels that work for you. And down. Let's go for 2 more. And lift. One last one. And lift. And hold. Come on to your front. So your right forearm is down, left arm is long. We're going to lift our left leg up to the side and lower. And lift. Lower. Breathing here, really squeezing up and resisting down. Hopefully feeling our glutes. If you're not, you're always welcome to try this video again with ankle weights. Some of my one-to-one clients have been doing this with ankle weights, and I'm very impressed. 2 more. One last one. We're going to hold it up and pulse. So just at the top, tiny, still controlled, still precise, but just small little lifts at the top. Can we go for our final 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come in. Okay, take your feet together, knees wide. We're going to stretch it back, but we're going to make it dynamic so we keep moving. You can just go forward and send it back. Stretch and forward. One last one. Hold and lift yourself up. We're going to we're going to swing our legs around. So now our legs are out in front, arms are out in front. We can grab hold of our ball if we want to and pop it at our lower back. So the lower down you have it, the more support you're going to have. Further up is going to make it a little bit more intense. I'm just going to move myself forward so I have a bit more space. Both arms are going to come out, and then we're going to find our curve from our pelvis. Legs are solid, and we roll down, and then we lift ourselves up. and we roll and lift. So I've been saying this on my other videos, I really struggle to curve in my spine, but I'm trying my best each week to hold myself accountable. So try and tilt in your pelvis and curve through each link of your spine, and then we lift back up. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you move the ball further away so it's less supportive. If you want more support, you take it a bit more to your lower back. On our next one, we're going to take it back. Draw your hands in. We're going to twist to the side and center, other side and center, and lift yourself back up. So curve, hands come in. We go to one side, through, to the other, through, and lift. On our next one, if you want to make it more intense, hold it down and just twist side to side. Can you really push your hands into each other? We're going to hold it to one side, deeper twists around for 3, 2, 1. Take it through the center to the other side, deeper twists for 3, 2, 1. And again, first side twist for 3, 2, 1. Through the center and twist, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in the center, arms out. Can we do our tiny lift and lower from there? Oh, I'm finding it hard to talk and breathe. Here we go. 2 more. 1 last one. Hold, 3, 2, 1, and lift yourself up. If the ball's there, just move it off to the side. Then we're all going to take our heels together, feet go out. We're going to roll ourselves down, lift our legs up into tabletop, and then start pumping our arms. So strong pumps with your arms here. Body's lifted if that feels okay, but of course you can hold it down if you want to. Shoulder blades stay on the mat, thinking about our arm and our back connection. That's where we're pumping our arms from. You can extend your legs up to the sky if that feels okay. If not, you keep them in the bent position. Then we continue to pump our arms as we lower one leg down and lift. Other leg down and lift. So if you're in the bent position, it will look a little bit more like this. And up and down and up. So keep pumping our arms. Keep pumping and lift. How are we doing? Are we still breathing? So our 100 inspired arms, but just going for a little bit longer. Getting into our legs. Just make sure when you lower your legs, they don't lower so low that your back then arches. We're going to do one more on each side, so we're equal. And then can we lower our legs down to about 45 degrees, so it's not our usual 100 position, and keep pumping there. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to lower your body, keep your legs up to the sky. Lower your legs to 45 degrees and lift up. And 45. I'm just going to move myself because I'm going to do a rollover. So lower to 45 and up. Iggy. Up on your chair, please, Baba. And down. Good boy. Okay, so let's find the back of our arms. Let's find that grounding through our triceps. Can we go into our rollover? So 45 degrees. If it feels okay, we roll ourselves over. She says, oh, sorry, my hair clip. And then we roll ourselves down through each link of our spine and down. Let's do 2 more. So 45 degrees. Use your arms, push, 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 and roll down. Controlling your lower. 45 degrees, one last one. And rolling through. Make sure it's your spine. And then we're going to lift ourselves all the way up into our teaser. Release one arm, release your other one. And then can we cross our legs, lower your bottom leg, and lift up. And lower. And lift. One last one. We're going to switch it over. Lower. and lift. This is intense today, but we are nearly there. And lift. 2 more. One last one. We're going to hold it up, take it into a neutral position. Open your legs for your open leg rocket. Here we go. We rock back and up. Legs take you back, arms bring you back up. Whew. One last one. Holding it at the top. Can we take our legs back together? Don't worry if your legs are bent in throughout this. Release into your teaser. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower your body down. And draw your knees into your chest. Oh, little rock from side to side. Really nice work. We're going to just draw circles with our knees. And take it in the other direction. Then take hold behind your hamstrings. Rock yourself all the way up. Coming onto all fours. Just going through your cat. And extend long, long, long. And again, one more. And extend. Sit yourself back on your heels. Interlace your hands behind your back. Just stretch it out there. And release. Take it in front. Stretch it out there. Reaching up to the sky. Lower your arms down. Roll your shoulders back. And give yourselves a massive round of applause. Well done. Amazing work. I hope you really enjoyed that one. I feel like that last little bit is like, whoa, what is going on? But you can always do it a couple of times. It's the last bit we've been working on, if you've been doing my videos, a couple of rollovers with a ball for support. Open leg rockers is on my YouTube. So I like to sometimes just throw us in. Give it a go. See how it feels. Let me know if you have any questions. Please comment on my videos. Please like my videos, subscribe to my channel. It is always really, really helpful so I can keep making these videos for everyone. So let me know if there's anything else you want to see. Have an amazing rest of your day, and thank you for joining me today.